they don't mean you. It's not Neil's birthday today. But the other point was,
I'll take it.
It's, yeah, I'll take it too. I'm my birthday every day. Why not? It's GTA 5 for the PS5. So people are like GTA 6, but no, it's GTA 5 for the PS5. And someone said I'm still playing Atari. No, I'm still playing ColecoVision. So how about that one? That was one of the very first systems that I owned, and then I remember going crazy when we first got our first Nintendo as well with Duck Hunt. I mean, how good a game is Duck Hunt when you think back on it? I mean, actually, when you think back on it, it was a pretty bad game. But when we were growing up, it was really super fun.
Walk up right to the screen and just cheat.
Yeah, I mean, that's when you were like 5 or 6 years old, and you literally you were given a gun to start pointing at the screen.
That's
so
right.
that was pretty hype for that one. But Brendan, did you ever play ColecoVision?
I have no idea what that is. Surprise.
Yeah, I know Rob knows.
I'm not surprised.
How do you not know what ColecoVision is? Okay, we'll just move on. But Brendan, I guess are you? Actually, I don't even know. Were you a big video game guy?
I never was. No, I was. I grew up with 2 teachers as parents, so I was always outside being forced to do things that weren't necessarily of my choice on the sporting front. But hey, I digress.
Yeah,
let's talk about.
Go the right way.
Getting out of hand here.
Let's talk about some Chinese stocks here. Just reading an article, guys, about our friend Cathie Wood and ARK Invest apparently selling more Tesla this week, reducing her exposure to Chinese-related stocks in general. So another $100 million coming off the books for Cathie Wood on the Tesla side of things. Tesla higher, worth noting, in the pre-market here, about 0.8% for other reasons. We'll talk about that. But in general, I mean, Cathie Wood getting rid of more Chinese exposure, guys.
Happy birthday, Neil.
I wasn't saying happy birthday. I saw happy birthday to you in there, by the way.
Oh, did you? I'm just reading through the things. Happy birthday, Manny, again.
Oh, boy.
No, that's his birthday. Oh, Asteroid's a good one. Yeah, sorry, go on.
Asteroids was a great
I'm just
game,
through
but
the chat now. It's Friday.
I kind of feel like when you come with these Chinese names, like everyone's just trying to like to let you know that they don't understand what's going to be going on in terms of pricing the risk in them, and I tend to agree. Like, it's just when you don't know how to price risk, it's difficult to make. Why is this still on Tesla? Oh, because it's about to freeze. You don't really know exactly like what kind of a premium to put on these things. You can look at valuations, and I usually like that metric for when something is ridiculously undervalued relative to its peers. I've said that for Alibaba. But look at like the swings this thing has been making. Like, I wasn't here yesterday. Obviously, you guys obviously know that. But we just went 180 in a couple of days and a 10% retracement. Now we're gapping up like half of that. It's a couple of percent to the upside. And we're going to talk about the Chinese stocks with some positivity. And it just kind of feels like you're floating from headline to headline. So you got to always take a step back. For me, that shot was that 150 to 160 area, and then down to that 130, which is a monster level on the daily chart, and just sort of holding for it, thinking these are shot play at this point. Now, you can't really, I don't think you can guess at who has this right as to whether or not you want to be invested at all, whether you want to be trimming, whether this is a ridiculous buying opportunity. I tend to see that some of these companies just have businesses that are entirely too good to ignore, and they've been beaten up so far that I think there's an opportunity. If Cathie Wood doesn't like them, hey man, she's been right more than a lot of people who might say otherwise. I'm not getting out of the BOVADA that I hold. I'm not looking to maybe add anything. And I even think Didi's going to be a trade today. By the way, we'll get to that later.
Yeah, I wrote down here on the sheet here about BOVADA that today they're meeting with regulators, and we'll just see. I think that's going to be a positive note, and I really do. Oops, that still take 2 chart. And I really do like that 172 break. So that will come through here. I mean, Neil just talked about a few things. I like to take out the high of the day, and then if you look at a longer time frame here, I did short SOS. Now 2 pennies in the money. We'll see if it can come all the way back. This is that 172 level right here. We stopped there on the 3rd, and we are dancing around there again on the bottoms of the 2nd, and we broke through and opened there on the 1st. So this 172 seems to be something here, and we actually opened up on the 8th at 172.20 and then tanked down. So we'll see if it can hold that level there, and if it does, we like it, and I like it back to about 170 and change. So that's going to be worth $2 or so either way. So we'll watch for a 172 break on Mr. Alibaba because they found Jack Ma. So thank God for that.
Finally.
Still. Upgrades and downgrades for this morning, guys. More notable names on here. Remember Lululemon yesterday. Was pretty impressive. Yep, Affirm on here, Quest Diagnostics and Zscaler, another earnings name we'll talk about. We mentioned Tilray yesterday about this time in the pre-market, under pressure yesterday, not so much today, but price target cut. Nothing else terribly exciting, guys, on the downgrade side.
Everyone's getting happy birthday here. Lululemon, man. Okay, so like, wait till it already makes the top, and then we'll give that price upgrade. Something already happened in that stock, in case you haven't noticed before. And I always get a little bit worried. I'm just pulling up the 15-minute here because I get a little bit worried when you get these upgrades after you've already had a pullback like this, and then you look at a level like around this, and I'm not, whatever. It's 420. Look, man, like this is the 15-minute chart. It spiked up to 430, and then it held 420 yesterday, and that was like a previous resistance point at about like 418 or so. So of course that's a key price. I mean, I don't even know where this keeps coming up, but it just seems to. So 14 to 420 in here on Lulu. Post this update is going to be a big level to be held, and if you can get through this, I mean, this is exactly how you extend like secondary moves, right? Like you allow some consolidation in here, and then you break back towards the high. So report